Welcome to another episode of One Question, where here at Open Doors we ask many artists the same question and then compile their answers together. Only 22% of performing artists in Canada are female. So in a music setting, women are often the only woman or one of few present in a project. We thought we'd find out about the connection between women in those situations by asking these artists this one question. Do you feel a sense of community with other female musicians?
I've always felt a sense of community with other female musicians. I've always felt that they supported each other. That goes back to, my youngest experience as a singer and a musician.
100%. I've listened to stories of other female musicians and they're all kind of the same, and I just feel more comfortable. I feel like I resonate with them because we have same struggles. Even if they don't talk about them, we still have the same struggles.
Yeah, for sure. Like when you go to a show and there's one or two women there, you really kind of connect with them because they're women and they're there and there's not very many of you sometimes. And then you kind of you feel like, hey, I can do this because you're doing it too.
If I encounter another woman, sometimes it's a little rare doing what I do. I'm on the road quite a bit, and it's often men that I'm working with. I encounter a female and immediately we catch eyes and say, how are you doing in this world?
We relate in some way, so it gives me a sense of familiarity in a way.
When I am playing a show that it's only women, I realize that maybe not the first thing I see, but at one point during the show, I'm gonna, think to myself, hey, we're all girls here, and it's fun. It's a fun feeling to have, and it's fun playing with guys and stuff, but playing with only girls has that sense of community. You feel like, it's girl power. It's fun.
Definitely locally. I feel very lucky that the female musicians in my community are so supportive of each other.
Definitely. I've definitely gotten more support from female musicians than male musicians in the time that I've been playing, and definitely more women have given me more opportunities to play and talk about playing.
I feel like even when I've had to work closely with other musicians other than Emily, they've all been super gracious and awesome.
I definitely feel a sense of community with other female musicians. The more that we get into this thing, it's amazing. We commented on this the other day. The support is literally coming out of the woodwork. It's like, anything from, here we are, trying to get our social media platforms up and going, and we'll get a message from, a successful local female musician who's saying, hey, I noticed you're doing this, why don't you try this, put your link in the bio, that's how, and we don't know these things. So just unsolicited advice that's coming from, every angle, and it's just, it's an amazing feeling.
The female musicians that I've gotten to know more have just gone out of their way to do whatever they can to prop me up, and that's just amazing.
If I think of all of the other songwriters that I know, like there's a number of them who are friends of mine. I feel like they all support each other in some way, by like digging their work or sharing something online or attending a show or just talking them up to friends. Like there's so many great musicians around here that we're pretty lucky that we've got a small network.
Everyone here is very welcoming, and they champion you, and they're happy for you when you get certain gigs.
We have a lot of artists, local artists here, and female and male, and you know, they tend to rally together a lot when there comes to be like a benefit or something, and you get an opportunity to spend some time with these artists, and I think it helps to build relationships.
I have a group of friends. We haven't gotten together in a bit, but we used to regularly get together to jam just for the sake of jamming. And the one caveat of the group was that, you know, you could try anything. If you haven't hauled out your clarinet since grade 8 and you were like, I would love to squawk on this for the night just to see how that goes. And you can, because it's a group of non-judgmental people who are just gonna get together for the hell of it, and would end up then playing like fundraiser gigs for like Women's Shelter or International Women's Day and things like that, and which was really fun to do too. But just the getting together alone was great, and that was a nice group of women who are all other people who love to play, and really great kinship and camaraderie from that group. So I find they're always the example I turn to whenever I think of, you know, women supporting women.
The women that stick together and support each other are going farther. And I feel so much comfort just being able to sing songs with women, talk to them about their career, talk to them about songwriting. And it really is helpful if you can just sit down with another woman or another group of women and talk about what it's like and what the pressures are, and what we can all do to help each other.
I think that women these days are trying to build each other up instead of trying to take the limelight themselves, right? So they're trying to help and trying to get there together, which, I mean, I feel like I'm a part of something like that right now.
The open jam night, that was really positive, like just to have a community there of people that were there to listen to you play.
I think we're all kind of on the same page insofar as like we need each other and we need to support each other, and that's how we're gonna get further.